So welcome back to Global Education Zone, and in this episode we are going to be dealing with the development of that is gotten when a hexagonal prism joins a square prism as shown. So basically this is how it's shown. You have a hexagonal prism joining a square prism. So this prism is actually in the shape of a hexagon. This prism is in the shape of a square. So now what we need to do now is the internal. So we need to show the internal shape of this of the hexagonal prism because it is the one cutting. So we need to develop the hexagonal prism. So that's what this question is about. We are developing the hexagonal prism. So all we need to do is we just take this vertical distance. This from this point where it cuts. First of all, you might not be giving the question as complete as this. You might omit some parts, but just know that you can always derive each of the parts surfaces. Now we've done that. So this will be the vertical limit of this. Then we will now copy the. So this is how it looks. We don't have the horizontal shape, but this is how it will look. It will go from one edge to another. This is how the hexagon will look. Now the hexagon will have the shape of it circle. So we need to draw the radius of the circle, of which the hexagon is a part. So this is a circle. From here we get the hexagon. Then so this circle represents the limits of the hexagon. So the hexagon is actually an exterior one. That's the flats. This circle has the extremes. So we'll have the flats at the extremes. So that's basically what we'll do now. Draw a hexagon that has the flats at the extremes. So I'll draw this diagonal. This diagonal is going to help me with that. This is the extremes. So here we go. So that's the radius for the extremes. So we can now divide it into two. So now I want us to do that. We'll do that at the ends. So we'll divide this at the end. So actually I will need to draw an internal hexagon. From there I can now draw the external hexagon. So basically, so this will be it. So I can now join the internal. Now draw parallel lines to them. Now I have to get the external shape of the hexagon. There we go. So therefore the external, I'll just project this outside. I'll project each of these outside because we have the distance of the flats. Projecting this outside. So I have them projected already since they are already parallel to the plane. So I also project this one outside. Outside the circle to the point. Yeah, so this is where it touches. So I project this one outside to the point where it touches the surface circle. Then for this one too, I also project them outside to the touch the surface of the circle. So I have them here. Good. So you can see it exactly touches it. Good. So this exterior surface is what we are going to be ticking in. So ticking the exterior surface to show the shape of the hexagon. This is one of the systems used in mechanical drawing. So mechanical drawing is a part of technical drawing also. So now we have this. Let's draw this line. We have this one here. So now, well, look at it from above. This hexagon looks like it will have 3 sides. So basically, I have to correct this it will be divided into 3 portions here. So okay, I could do that. Now taking the sides to show the edges of the hexagon. So this, you can see this cut here. So I'll draw a line there. So all we need is the development. We don't need the shape. So I'll draw a plane that's perpendicular to this axis of the cut. This from here, this is the plane from which I will get the development. So I'll just develop a few sides so you can see how it looks. Let's draw a plane that is parallel to this one. So we have it outside here. So I can now begin to count off the lengths. So in this case, let me count off the radii. That's each of the side of this prism. So it is a hexagonal prism rather. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll have the 6 sides. So here we go. These are the 6 sides. So the next thing to do is basically begin to we need to draw lines. Yeah. So each of these are the lines that represent the face of this prism. These are the faces of the prism. Then we have the 6 faces. Now that we have the 6 faces, the next thing is to copy the intersection. So let's call this 1, 2, 3. We'll use the numbers to copy it. 4, 5, 6. So for this number 1, it has this extent. That's for number 1. It has the extent. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back to number 1. So for number 1, we have the extent here. They are both bottom sides. So let's call number 1. We have this extent here, and it also goes from to here. So that will be the same thing that will be at this last point, because it's also number 1. Then for number 2, it's also on this face. So we have number 2 on this face too. They are on the same face. And for number 3 and 6, we have them on this face. On this face, we have them. 3 and 6, we have them on this face. 3. This for 3. So okay, I didn't clear this face too. This for 3. This for 6. This for face for 6. And for 5 and 4, I have them on this face. For 5, they have this length. For 4. So when I join all these points together, I'll get the true shape. Number 3. So this is actually this is what we call the development. This is the development of this prism. This is how it looks. So we just join all the bottoms. These are all the bottoms. We join the bottom sides. The bottom vertices 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So for the 6 faces, then we join the edges together. So now this is the development of this shape. So I hope you can see. So this is the development of this prism, this hexagonal prism. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.